I want you to be open-minded. I want you to, right now, I want you to visualize in your mind a man in his late 30s. This man in his late 30s is married, been married for 10 years, has 2 young kids. This man works in an office, basically in HR. And he also has a side job where he does what's called SEO, search engine optimization. He knows the tricks to helping a major university help build their presence online, and he does this for other companies as well. He makes money on the side doing that. So just imagine what that man's life would be like. He lives in the suburbs outside of a major city in America. That guy, what I just described, a lot of people could be that thing that I just described, right? Okay, so you've got that man. And by the way, in real life, if you were to see him, nothing would stand out about him. He'd just be a normal guy. He'd probably even look more like this. This would probably be him, what he actually looks like. So here's this guy in his late 30s, married a decade, 2 young kids, full-time job, just a normal guy for all practical purposes. I mean, no one's really normal, right? And then he does this side job, you know. Then you learn a little bit more about him. Oh, you know what? He has a blog. It's a daddy blog. Okay, well, you can Google him and you can see all the trips he's gone on with his family. Okay, so he's got a presence online there. That makes sense why he does the SEO thing on the side. Okay, I get it. And then you find out he's a YouTuber. Okay, if this were a movie trailer, this would be that cliche thing where they have the record scratch. What? He's a YouTuber? What? You know, so then you learn that this normal guy that just blends into vanilla society that I thought was normal, he has a YouTube channel? Well, what is it about? So he does what, like a YouTube channel about like SEO, sort of like blogging stuff, because that's what he's really good at? No. Well, so he has one that's like an extension of his blog, Family Friendly Daddy blog, but in that one, it's not even so much about his blog, it's mainly about like cultural things and like talking about DNA tests and cultural perceptions of things. It's, yeah, okay, he just basically built that channel to extend his brand name of his blog. Okay, well, I can get that. That's seems a little bit weird, but with DNA tests being as popular as they are, a lot of people are searching for results, and that makes sense. It's just more of a business move. Okay, yeah, but did you know the other thing that he does? He has a channel that's about 5 times as big as that one. Okay, you're imagining this guy right now, right? Like just normal guy in his late 30s in America. You know, married, 2 kids, has the main job, has the other job on the side, but when you picture this guy, he's not really like, he just looks normal, right? But here's the thing about him. He has one of the YouTube channels, it's got over 5,000 subscribers, and it's about hair loss. And the thing is, when you look at this guy, you wouldn't think, oh yeah, that's a guy that's balding or has really dealt with balding. He's definitely not it would be completely random if he had a YouTube channel about hair loss, because when you look at him, he's not someone that you associate with that. I mean, if anything, he's got more hair than maybe a lot of 37-year-old guys you might actually know. That's the weird thing about it. But yet he has a YouTube channel and he makes money from that, which is really weird. So yeah, that's the same guy. And it's really weird too, because people assume he makes his money by product placement. In reality, it's just from the ads that show before that, which he doesn't even watch his own videos or his ads. He doesn't even know what it's all about. So he just collects the checks at the end of the month. But why does he do that? Well, it's because he's very business minded, and he's always wanted to make money in his sleep, because while he is good at what he does for a living during the day, ultimately he has this dream of having a passive income where he's not having to slave away his whole life, you know, to do that. He wants to think outside the box and find different ways to make money. So he does that, and instead of just going to an office, he has other things, passive income. So wait, who is this guy? Yeah, of course you saw that coming. It's me. It's 5 minutes in the video. I'm talking about myself. But this is me. To those of you who just want a break from the normal stuff, I just want, again, to remind you, I'm a real human being, and it's completely random that I have this channel. So as you were thinking about just some random guy working in HR, doing SEO on the side, as random as that would be so random if he had a YouTube channel, and that is me. Like, it's so funny to me, and I'll get this comment maybe once a week. Somebody will say, you know, why do you make so many videos about hair loss when you're not really aggressively balding? Why do you make those videos? And of course, what's the obvious answer? Why are you watching the video? Why are you supporting this? Why are you commenting on it? Why are you unsubscribing because I make too many videos, or I don't make them about the thing that you want to that day, and then you announce that you're unsubscribing, and then you keep commenting on videos? What's the point of it's the whole concept that why does this exist? Why do I have thousands of subscribers? Because it's relevant and people want that product. The product of ultimately that in the back of people's mind, I think people think that I'm gonna cure hair loss. It's kind of like with nostalgia. We all have, I think to some degree, have this illusion that we live in that somehow we're going to get to go back in our own lives in the past and live the best parts of our lives again. You know, maybe you had a good childhood like I did, and there's times, man, I wish I was just a kid again and I could go through this, or this part of my life, maybe I could do this over. You know, this comes, I wish, in the back of our minds, we wish these things that we know aren't going to happen. And I think some people are hanging on for the day that I announce, here's the cure for hair loss. And I guarantee you wouldn't be hearing it first from me if it existed. People wouldn't search anymore. They would already know the answer, and that'd be the end of it. I think people hang on to the hope, they think that I'm going to end hair loss, and I'm not. I'm going to, for some of you, I'm going to end the anxiety and worries about hair loss, because I'm going to teach you to move on with your life and find your own identity and who you are, and know that you're not being judged by your hair, you're being judged on your confidence level, your skill set, your ability to lead people, your ability to help people, your ability to make people laugh, your ability to make money, all of those things. Some of you are going to graduate my program, and you're going to be good at that point. Ultimately, though, I'm nobody. I am not an expert on hair loss, you know. And I can play this thing up. I can say that I'm the alpha male of hair loss, and you know that gets people excited, because just like with fake wrestling, you know, WWE, oh yeah, here's a character, I can buy into this, you know. But I think it's important for the hardcore viewers every once in a while to see a glimpse of who I actually am. Here's who I actually am. I'm an average guy. I'm a normal guy. The only thing that's not normal about me really is the fact that I have this channel, especially this channel. And I'm just riding the waves with you. I mean, I've told you so many times, go in the search box for my videos, type in Jackman. Type in Jackman Here Kitty Kitty, see what pops up. Type in Uncle Nick's Enchanted Forest, see what comes up. Here's what it would be like. You know how and I think it is my favorite Marvel movie, but Thor Ragnarok. And when they look at the ceiling and they show what was painted underneath, you know, remember that scene in the movie? That's how I feel this channel is. If you were to really look and see what was painted underneath before this channel became what it was, back when I had 2 subscribers, it was a channel where I made videos with my son. It was like kids programming. That's what this was. I was a villain. My son was a superhero. I made a song. We did lots of episodes. Then I pretended to be like Uncle Nick in this different series about where I am. I'm like the outdoors Mr. Rogers, and we go on these adventures with animals. Like, that was really all I intended to do. I was trying to build a following off of that, wanting to create children's programming. And then randomly one day I make a fateful video called How to Know If You've Got a Receding Hairline, where I was wearing a pink plaid shirt. And it took off. It towered over all the videos that I made before. And even some of those videos I've even mentioned that I put music in, I edited them. People didn't watch them. Instead, what did society do? They made me the alpha male of hair loss. They made me some sort of expert on hair loss. And I realized, you know what? I don't think I'm going to correct them. I think I'm just going to go along with this shtick as long as I can ride it out. And that's been a couple of years ago now. And I remember how proud I was when I got my first 1,000 subscribers, and now I'm well over 5. And it's not stopping. I mean, I can't say anything in a video in all amount of honesty to make people stop listening to me when I talk about hair loss. There you go. There's a glimpse of the real Nick Shell, who truly is an alpha male, who knows how to pretend to be a beta when he needs to be.